Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday, the first Monday of August. It's hard to believe. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about MorphMarket. I said I was going to make an update video on this after the update that happened on July 1st, and I'm recording this on August 1st, so it's been exactly a month. By the time you're seeing this, it'll be a day later though, but still, it's been about a month, and I want to show you where we are at with MorphMarket. So before we get into that, here we are on MorphMarket. I want to share with you one post, one thing that changed since then. On July 10th, they added new payment options for the new paid plans. You'll now be able to pay with credit or debit cards along with PayPal. You can read this. It's on their blog on MorphMarket, but that's just something to note that's changed since last time. So you may remember that there was about 1,400 ads posted on before July 1st, before the update, where they're switching Crested Geckos along with all these other categories except for amphibians and invertebrates over to matured categories, meaning that you would have to pay for an account in any of these other categories. Well, what happened was initially Crested Geckos was one of the hardest hit categories. Also, I just want to say thank you to John over at MorphMarket, sharing some of the statistics with me right after the update came out on, how many ads actually fell off. So Crested Geckos was one of the hardest hit categories as far as the amount of ads that disappeared or expired after the paid update. So if we click on Crested Geckos, you'll notice that there's 1,471 Crested Geckos in 1,456 ads. So if you remember from my last video, this is almost identical to how many there was before the update. Initially, like I had predicted, I believe 200 to 400 ads fell off, but now, as you can see, 1 month later, we are back up to where we started. So not too bad, actually. I expected it to be a little bit slower process to regain all those ads, but if you click on the Crested Gecko category, you'll notice that a lot of the people who didn't have an account bought one, like for example, Pangea Reptiles. I know that was one that didn't have a paid account last time, and as you can see now, they are a premium member. So there was a lot of people who didn't have an account who actually went ahead and bought one. I feel like there's still a few people I don't see, but maybe that's just me. But anyway, I also want to share with you another thing that they added after talking with John in my last video. So if we go to the pricing categories, everything looks the same here, right? But they did add something that I think is really, really nice. In the basic plan, originally for photos, you could only have 1 photo per item, and they actually upgraded it to 2 photos per item, which I think is good. So what that means is that, I'll show you an example. Any of the people who are on a paid account, the basic paid plan, so that's going to be the blue one. Let's see if we can find anybody. Not them. Well, anyway, all that it would mean is, like, you can see here that they would have 2 photos. So this one actually has 3 photos. They got this one, that one, and this one. But if you were on the basic plan, you could have like this photo and 1 more, which I think is a really nice feature, especially since you can put 2 photos into one. So you could do, 1 photo of like both the baby pictures, both sides. So like this, you see they got pictures of the left and right side. And then you could also do 1 photo of both of the parents, which I think is a really, really, really good feature. I will be using that when I buy my account here in the next couple of weeks, which I am going to do because I'm going to be doing my next end of summer sale coming up here in the next couple of weeks. But that's about where we're at with MorphMarket. I'm happy to see that a lot of the people who didn't have an account bought one, and that a lot of the ads that fell off potentially came back, or at least there was new ads posted, and now we're back up to where we were. I also just want to thank John again from MorphMarket. He was very helpful and very nice in sharing a lot of the statistics and behind the scenes things that they were working on, and I really appreciate that. And before I go, I wanted to share with you a few things. So like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I will be doing a Crested Gecko sale in the next couple of weeks. I have quite a few lizards, more subadult, juvenile size things in the 20 to, or maybe let's say 15 to 35 gram range. A lot of nice reds and stuff. And then also I'm going to be doing a Crested Gecko giveaway probably in September when it's a little bit cooler. and I know for certain I can ship it out right away. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who entered my shirt giveaway. I ended up giving away 2 of the Crested Gecko Lichiana Escargot Gecko shirts to 2 different people. And I'm really excited for them to receive those because that's one of my favorite designs. But thank you to everybody who entered into that. And with that being said, let me show you some of these babies. So these are just 2 of the latest babies I had hatch out here. I just want to show you them. They're very, very, very similar to the other ones I have out. They're from the same parents. These ones hatched out a little bit bigger. Again, it took around 120 days, which is pretty long. I did lower the temperatures a little bit from last year, which is probably why they took a little bit longer to hatch out, hopefully a little bit bigger. And I'm hoping for some great things. These are from Diamond and Red Velvet, so maybe some red and white kind of things. And I'm pretty impressed, to be honest with you, about some of the red babies from last year from Apples and Enzo. A lot of them have a lot of nice white spots, porthole things going on. So those are really, really nice. I can't wait for those to be up to size and ready to breed. But these guys have a lot of potential. They have a lot of good genes behind them, which is another good thing. Some of the animals before I had from unknown lineage, so you don't really know what their parents looked like and that kind of deal. But now, as a lot of the geckos I have that are breeding are from my own stock that were babies I once had, I know the parents, I know the babies, the whole lineage, and hopefully you can predict things a little bit better. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. The next couple babies hatching out are going to be from Hellboy, which is very interesting, along with Vector. Those are probably my 2 nicest males, Hellboy being the crazy red and lavender base, and Vector being a very, very nice high white. So I'll show you guys and keep you updated with that when those do hatch out. If it stays with the same trend of about 120 days, they have about a month to go. I have about maybe 30 eggs in the incubator still, and getting more every day. So I'm a little bit late this year compared to where I normally am. By this time, usually I have, 10, 15, 20 Crested Gecko babies already. So I'll keep you updated on that. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.